Hello everyone. Okay, let's see. Microphone settings good. Sound might be turned down a touch. Rightio, so what are we thinking about this climb?
I think you're right, we've got to be a bit careful.
Yeah, I'd say 5.5 on the steep bits. Wide out, 5.5 on the not so steep bits. Should be pretty easy to hold in at 5.5.
Hey David.
Those flatter sections.
Yeah, because there is time to be gained there, but there's also a lot of time to lose if we blow up going into the desert.
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing we always do is go way too hard on this climb after the start banner, and I always make that mistake. So we can probably take this little climb, not easy, but not be too exuberant because it does kill the whole team. There's not much draft.
Yeah.
Have we got everyone here?
Yeah, everyone's. Yeah, Dix, so that's everyone.
And we all on.
Everyone on the TT?
Yeah, I'm gonna say everyone on TT bikes.
Yeah.
Who's left of you, then?
I think Mark has left of me.
Is that a TT?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I'm on the
Yeah.
PT, yep. I started off the PT and then changed onto it. I think.
All right,
Whatever you're looking at on your screen, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll start the bot for the first pull after we go down the descent into the start banner.
Yeah.
We should all try and get a little bit of speed up out of the gate, and then
Yeah.
whoever's at the front, if you're going down the hill, you can just ease up and let the person come through from the back, because there's a lot of speed to be made. So you don't have to push hard off the front. And then try and sort ourselves out. Mark, you try and get to the front. Let me know if you can't get to the front and I won't start it, but if you're heading towards the front, let me know to start the timer.
Yeah. Yeah, David, get in. I don't know if I got my Insta 360 stuff at the
Saka
moment.
behind us.
Oh no, it's there. That's going to do our heads in, isn't it? Because they're going to go real hard and real slow, real hard, real slow.
Yeah. Those checks each other around the course. Now just remember you've got the skull and crossbones if you need it. If you need to turn out, just go into the TT bot panel.
Hey Mick,
Once the time is started, there's an add. What's it? Add 10 seconds, Ben?
yeah, add, and you can also press skip. So if you want to, you can skip a turn. Just let us know if you're going to skip so the next person's ready.
Yeah. Alright, good luck, boys.
Well,
Bye, fellas.
Alright, little kick out of the gate, not too hard, but let's get up to speed. Can't actually see because I got the timer start on Discord in front of me. think I'm in front. I can ease off now.
Yeah, good guy.
All right, bot started.
Not too hard, couple of boys still drifting off the back there.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's pretty good.
That's it, boys. Push right in. But not over.
30 seconds. Jnormous, get ready.
Oh, I forgot
Change in
sauce.
10. 5. 2.
I just got home,
1.
so it's all a bit of a.
Change to Jnormous.
I'll follow you through.
Smurfy 906, get ready. Change in
Smurfy.
10.
It's good that you got that number. We'll get confused.
5. 2. 1. Change to Smurfy 906.
Set time for me, Ben.
Sorry, I see.
Nathan V, get ready. Change in 10. 5. 2. 1. Change to Nathan V. NIC Schultz, get ready. Change in 10. 5. 2. 1. Change to NIC Schultz.
Coming through.
All right, I've got that gap. Don't push forward on me.
30 seconds. Bento, get ready. Change in 10. 5. 2.
No question, I'll be out of
1.
order with the final wheel.
Change to Bento.
I'm just easing a touch to that gap's filled, then I'll go again.
30 seconds.
I'll take it through.
Mark Gates,
Oh,
get
okay.
ready. Change in 10.
All right, I'll ease up as you come through. I'll fill that gap in third.
5. 2. 1. Change to Mark Gates.
I'll hold third wheel. Come forward.
I'm there.
Very good so far, boys.
Thirty seconds.
Stays in a bit, Jade. Stays.
Yeah.
Coming through from the back.
Yeah.
All right, go again.
Jnormous, get ready. Change in 10.
Sit the nice,
5.
Linus, nice.
I'm last, I'm last.
2. 1. Change to Jnormous.
Work, boys.
Right in there.
Smurfy 906. Get ready. Change in 10.
Let Jay go to the back
5.
when he comes off.
2, 1. Change to Smurfy 906.
I'm closing third wheel. Everyone relax.
Okay. Yep. I'm on back then. I want this to be hard again.
Nathan V. Get ready. Change in 10.
Coming now. Got a good run.
Yeah.
5, 2, 1. Change to Nathan V.
Got Nathan's wheel.
I'll follow Nick. I'll be third wheel.
NIC Schultz. Get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to NIC Schultz.
Right up into that wheel mark before we hit the dirt.
Yep.
Thanks, mate.
All right, Nathan, I've got second wheel. Or Mark's got second wheel now.
Okay.
30 seconds.
All right, I'll go to second wheel. Try and keep it about 5.5 up here.
Yeah.
Bento. Get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Bento.
Second wheel.
Yeah, just pop over the top of me when you can. Good, mate. Good work.
I'll go.
30 seconds.
I'll just ease for a few seconds till everyone's back on.
All right. All good.
Okay, I'm going again.
Mark Gates. Get ready. Change in 10.
I'll go in front.
5, 2, 1. Change to Mark Gates. Thirty seconds.
I'll fall to the back on this downhill.
J Normus. Get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to J Normus.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, Jay, nothing,
Smurfy 906.
nothing crazy
Get
here.
ready.
Yeah.
Neutral through here.
Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Smurfy 906.
I've got a little momentum. I'll sit in second wheel, okay?
I'll drop in front of you, mate.
Just keep on coming around me. That's it.
Nathan V. Get ready. Change in 10.
Are they?
Coming through.
5,
Second.
2, 1. Change to Nathan V.
All right, call out if you're getting dropped up here.
5.5 was it?
Yep.
NIC Schultz. Get ready. Change in 10.
Get nice and
5,
compact. It'll stretch out very quickly as we start
2,
building speed.
1. Change to NIC Schultz. Thirty seconds. Bento, get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Bento.
Give me a second, Will.
Nothing crazy.
Thirty seconds. Mark Gates, get ready. Change in 10,
Roll through me on the downhill, Mark.
5, 2, 1. Change to Mark Gates.
I'm rolling back.
Yep, I'm falling back. I'm filling that gap.
30 seconds. Jay Normus, get ready.
Got there, I got there.
Change in 10,
So big.
5, 2, 1. Change to Jay Normus.
All right, on this downhill, just do one more picule. Get your rest in.
906. Get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Smurfy 906.
What did I do?
Pull me out, please.
Who's that?
Nathan.
All right, I'll skip your turn when it comes up.
Thanks.
Nathan B. Get ready.
I'll jump up the front.
Change in 10.
The downhill anyway.
5,
Yep.
2, 1. Change to Nathan B. Go NIC Schultz.
All right, get your rest here. We're not going to gain much time.
That should be good for the next one.
I'll
30
add time.
seconds.
I'll add time to your pull, Nick.
Yeah.
So that you can pull at the bottom.
30 seconds. Thirty seconds.
I'll hit it as soon as it goes flat.
30 seconds.
Yeah, when we turn right, you can start your turn.
Oh, okay. Yep.
30 seconds.
It's like a song.
30 seconds.
All right, I'll put one more plus and then you can go. All right, Nick, you're on. I'll follow Nick through.
That went good.
30 seconds.
Jay, I'll let you sit second wheel, otherwise they're sitting next to each other.
I'm good. Yeah.
Bento, Get ready. Change in 10.
Hope everyone's feeling good after that rest.
5, 2, 1.
calm down.
Change to bento.
This is pretty draggy, so I'll keep it below 6.
Yep.
30 seconds.
Just easing a touch. Going again.
Mark Gates. Get ready. Change in 10. 5,
Hey Simon.
2, 1. Change to Mark Gates.
All right, I'll drift to the back.
Thirty seconds.
I'll fill that gap, Nick.
Okay, thanks.
J-normous. Get ready.
I'll roll over then.
Change in 10.
Okay.
5, 2, 1. Change to J-normous. Smurfy 906. Get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Smurfy 906. Nathan V. Get ready. Change in 10.
You're right now, Nathan.
5, 2, 1. Change to Nathan V. NIC Schultz. Get ready.
All right, I got third wheel.
Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to NIC Schultz.
Oh, okay.
Thirty seconds. Bento, get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to bento.
All right, it's aim for 50 along here now.
I'll sit behind you, mate.
30 seconds. Mark Gates, get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Mark Gates. 30 seconds.
I'm feeling that fourth wheel.
J-normous. Get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to J-normous. Smurfy 906. Get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Smurfy 906.
Yeah, James, I didn't have much then.
Nathan V.
I had to try and
Get
close
ready.
it steadily for the guys behind me.
Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Nathan V. NIC Schultz. Get ready.
I got a sticky draft then. That's really
Change
dropped.
in 10. 5,
I'm going to hold third wheel.
2, 1. Change to NIC Schultz.
I'll be behind you, Mark. You follow Schultz through.
That one.
.30 seconds.
Okay, I'll roll over you now, Mark.
Bento. Get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Bento.
All right, up to 50.
.30 seconds. Mark Gates. Get ready. Change in 10. 5,
I'll fall in that gap, Jay.
2, 1.
little stretch out the back.
Change to Mark Gates.
And 2 shorts.
I'll fall right to the back. Feel that hole.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip the next turn.
Who was that?
Gone. Oh, my wheel's gone.
J-normous. Get ready.
Just ease up on this downhill. We're breaking up.
Change in 10.
Really light pedaling at the front, 1 watt per kilo.
5, 2, 1. Change to J-normous.
Off the power, boys. 3 of us at the front. Sit up for a second.
Yep.
30 seconds.
All right, roll. Rolls through me, guys.
That's what.
Smurfy 906. Get ready.
Mark, you went a little bit
Change
too
in
little.
10. 5,
Get us together.
2, 1.
Okay.
Change to Smurfy 906.
Just a little rest here while Mark gets back on.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, here he comes. Go.
All right, I'll skip Sean.
Nathan V. Get ready.
Okay, let's go.
Change in 10,
Hello, boys.
5,
Hi, Phil.
Yeah.
2, 1. Change to Nathan V.
Walking, still moving around a bit.
I'm going to sit second wheel. Everyone knees up. I'm going to go second.
NIC Schultz. Get ready. Change in 10, 5,
Little push, Sean.
2, 1. Change to NIC Schultz.
I'm sorry.
Thirty seconds.
Up my wheel, Mark. Give me space. We're sitting out of the draft.
Bento. Get ready.
Thank you.
Change in 10, 5, 2, 1. Change to Bento.
Okay, go on, guys.
30 seconds.
What was that?
Spread it out.
You got front that?
Yeah, it's nice one, man. You're good. Swing yourself out to the back.
Mark Gates. Get ready. Change in 10, 5, 2, 1. Change to Mark Gates. Thirty seconds. J. Normus. Get ready. Change in 10,
Are you in,
5,
Sean?
2, 1. Change to J. Normus.
Doing well, guys. Patching this group ahead.
I don't know about you, boy. I'm suffering like a motherfucker.
That's what it's about.
Smurfy 906. Get
10
ready.
minutes.
Change in 10, 5, 2, 1. Change to Smurfy
Someone follow it through.
906. Nathan V. Get ready. Change in 10,
Do you have a dropout, Jay?
5,
No, I just took my foot off the pedal for a second and shot me backwards.
2, 1. Change to Nathan V.
I thought you had a brake
That's
cram,
the one side.
Jay.
Mark, and all of a sudden it stopped moving.
NIC Schultz. Get ready. Change in 10,
All right. Should we push 6 up
5.
here?
2, 1. Change to NIC Schultz.
Bit of a rest after the climb.
We'll go through a bit. I'll show you someone.
30 seconds. Bento, get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Bento.
Easing just a touch.
30 seconds.
I'll fall into the third wheel.
I'll come through, Sean.
I'm filling that gap.
Mark Gates, get ready.
I'll push through over the top.
Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Mark Gates.
I'm pushing through over the top.
Big going downhill.
Have a rest, Mark.
30 seconds.
Go on the front.
All right. I'm going to build momentum.
Ginormous, get ready. Change in 10. 5,
Ready to go, Jay?
Now we're just rolling over each other for a
2,
second.
1. Change to Ginormous.
I'll just hold some good butts.
I'm rolling over the top.
Otherwise,
I'll ease now.
Smurfy 906, get ready. Change in 10.
Ignore that, Sean.
5,
We'll keep rolling over the top till after the
2,
tunnel.
1. Change to Smurfy 906.
That's it, little push when you hit the front, guys. That's it, pull straight
Coming
up.
through. I'm coming through.
Long.
Nathan V, get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Nathan V.
I'm coming through. Oh, yes.
NIC Schultz, get ready. Change in 10. 5,
I'll take your turn, Schultz. You take mine.
2, 1. Change to NIC Schultz.
Ben on.
Oh, that, break on those wheels.
30 seconds.
Come on, let's finish up.
Bento, get ready. Change in 10. 5, 2, 1. Change to Bento.
Okay.
Alright, I'll go.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
I'll turn the bot off.
Mark Gates, get ready.
Keep going.
Ben off.
Yep, Jason.
Are we still following order or not?
No. Go if you're strong and got momentum.
Someone come over there, please.
Yeah, tell me.
Let's get that group in front.
Assuming.
Stand off. All right, everything you got here.
Steady.
Come on, boys. Oh.
All right, boys, at 36.04.
Just an easy 5+ watts a kilo for him.
Well done, guys.
Cool burgers, we're on the way back up in that last 500 metres.
I think it's all like it's downstairs, but to get back on wheels. Really.
We did start breaking up on the flat.
It was still heaps better than last Thursday.
Yeah.
It was really good
Yeah.
until Mark decided to stop for a coffee.
Very good.
I was like, what's going on there?
Yeah, there were 3 of us at the front, and all of a sudden there was 2 of us at the front.
Oh. Easy.
Good ride, guys.
Doesn't get any better than that.
It was good communication.
I had to pick.
Thanks, fellas.
Thanks,
Just
John.
last 200 meters, I couldn't hold on.
That was the idea.
The fact that my burgers were slowly making their way back up my esophagus.
My plan was to keep pulling until that last little kick, but I just had nothing left. So I thought, okay, I'll sit in the wheel and then try and kick again. But it was pretty piss weak, but that's what you wanted. We wanted to take that last climb hard and empty it before we got to the downhill.
Well, like, compared to the last 10 times how I did, everyone was like, I guess, sitting on that second wheel a lot better. Most of the time.
Yeah,
Stay, yeah.
that's the
Well, they
thing.
Stay in order.
Yeah, it's so much better once you still do a few more, because it is such a team event that if someone else is not quite doing what you think they're going to do, it messes everything up. We still mess it up all the time in the other team, but we know the errors. I think we did really well until basically people were fucked. And then when people are fucked, it's very difficult to actually do the right thing because you're just trying to hold on.
Yeah.
Couldn't even,
That little
couldn't
extra
have more than
half a water kilo to push back onto the wheel. You open someone else to do it for you.
There was a point where I was just closing a gap. I was in third last wheel and I could see my draft was like 22 watts. But I knew that I couldn't just smash it because the two riders behind me would get left behind. That was a really long, steady, hard effort. And I was so glad when I saw that draft meter go back up 100.
I reckon when you can see all of, like, you see the shoes of the person in front, that's when you know you've got to push up a bit or you're in trouble.
Yeah, and then the hardest bit is actually pushing up and then easing enough that you don't push through. Especially when a new rider comes on and the speed's slightly different because each rider is not quite riding exactly the same speed. So you're sort of pushing on as if it was a previous rider and the next rider might not quite have as much speed. And if it's 1 kilometre an hour less, that's really hard to lose sometimes.
It's like the Masaka boys flew.
yeah, they were.
I was trying not to look at their times.
Yeah. They didn't seem to be pushing away from it. So they got to keep it like 10 seconds. Yeah.
Were they behind us? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they were right far up.
I think they were like 15 seconds behind at some stage and then I just couldn't look anymore.
Yeah, I was slow. So the court the group in front.
Yeah, John Bowles is in that group. I think they might have only had 5.
Oh,
He was trying to recruit me, but I said, I've already got 2 teams. I can't ride with you if I try to. I was a bit worried because I'm not sure my trainer actually paired the Ant Plus because I'm running out of gears on those up hills.
oh no.
Luckily, it wasn't a sprint race.
No, just a long grind.
Yeah, James, what did I do for the event? I didn't check.
Oh well. Beginning a little bit easier every time.
How's the shed?
Felt more polarized, sort of. When you're on, you could give more because you could recover more
Yeah.
when you weren't on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the real trick is being able to draft well as a team. So when you're on the front, you can just hammer it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found my balls in that draft on the back. Could really ease up. Catch breath for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
someone
what,
hit you with a crossbar as you were going back, bring it back to the back and shut you on the back.
I did that to you, Jay, on that last climb when you were on the front and then we started going up the climb. I was coming through momentum and I saw you going backwards. I was like, oh, poor Jay. But that's what I was saying when we first did that TT. I was like, what are you guys doing all at the front? It's so much easier at the back.
Yeah.
I think I noticed towards the end when you were going towards back, you had to start pedaling harder way earlier than you thought. Like I'd get side by side with the last wheel and then go, oh, I need to go. And then I'd drop back like 6 minutes and forget it is.
Yeah, I think it's really trainer or power meter dependent on when you need to ease on and off the gas. Because when I changed from a kicker to a Dorito, I had to readjust going backwards and forwards in the group.
Yeah.
That was in my kicker. FNC versus normal hand, it's a different responsiveness, I think.
I did a hilarious video after the tiny race on Saturday night. I changed to my Asioma pedals and sticky watered my way up the Ford KOM, and then went back down, changed the Dorito, and tried to race my Ghost back up it.
Yeah.
It was impossible. By the time I got to the first corner, the Doritos, I mean, the Asioma sticky watt bastard was 10 seconds ahead. And when I got to the top and turned right, I was already crossing the finish line. And the relative effort was so much different. I was giggling when I was going up the first time. The second time I was dead.
Yeah. It seems to have worked its way out of the game again. Sticky watts. It was rife there at the end of last year. But I've noticed a whole lot of people doing it so far this year.
There's a lot more anger. Let's just say that a lot of the people that I know are always calling out sticky watt bastards in the chat during races.
Yeah.
Not as polite as us Aussies, even though we're usually not very polite at all.
It was this Norwegian bloke on a one of the like the star stages that he was using his piano blades and fought number 9 real good in stage.
Oh, yeah. He was in my burrito division. I raced against him. And then we saw the skier guy video. I went straight over and said, that's bullshit. And then I went to bed and it absolutely blew up on Facebook. He's now racing in CCAT. The other one that is much harder to catch, which I see, is people using dodgy trainers or power meters and dual recording with the same device, but using a different device to record. That's much harder to catch. It's basically only Zwift can go into the system and have a look at that. But I do know a few people that do that at the very high level.
Seriously. Who are you kidding? Yourself.
Exactly.
Well,
Better stuff to do.
that's the funny thing, is it's kind of silly because you get to such a high level that people start looking at it. Whereas if you just weren't so greedy, you could just sit in B cat or C cat and not worry about it.
Yeah. Just have fun, which is what this is supposed to be about.
I
do organise that sort of shit.
I always used to talk about it. I have just as much fun in A cat as I did with B cat. I didn't have any less fun in B cat.
Yeah.
253 normalised power. That's pretty good for me.
The only fun thing about racing against cheats is trying to hang on to them for as long as you possibly can when you're out on a training type mission. So, yeah, I had that on Sunday in the Tour de Zwift. Fucking hell. There's some dodgy bastards in that. Fuck.
Tour de bullshit is just full of cheats, isn't it? I usually don't enter the events because it's basically 20 people and 10 of them are cheating. It is funny though.
It was. We had a group of 7 at the front, 4 of them were cheats.
And then you finish the race and you come first on Z power or Z power.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so
Did the Richmond one.
Yeah, the Richmond one reverse.
Yeah, I still had my, like I jumped on the train and thought, what am I going to do? Oh, there's something starting in 1 minute. Great, I'll do that. And I still had my disc on from Thursday night. And no warm up, so I found myself in the second group having to reach back to the first group.
I had a funny race where I had my TT bike and jumped in a race with my friend. Luckily there was only about 8 A-cat riders, so I could swap bike and then chase down with the B-cat riders back into the A group. That last ZRL we did on my burrito team, Piglet, our best rider, he changed to the gravel bike on the last climb and absolutely smashed it. I think you might have missed a trick on that because what happened is only been like 4 or 5 riders in each group, so the draft wasn't that great.
Yeah, true.
If it blows apart.
I was in no fit state to be trying to blast up that hill on any bike.
What I like about the bike change is you get 3 or 4 seconds of rest. That's why I usually do it. It's something to look forward to.
One of the
Don't know about good, Daz, but
you guys did
we
that
worked
on the
hard.
first lap.
How'd you go?
It didn't help him one little bit. He was so far out the back once he got going again.
Oh, it would have been dumb to do on the first lap, hey.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what he was thinking.
Yeah, it's too much. There's way too much draft on the first lap. And what I was thinking is the second lap, you can actually, for the guys like us, we weren't pushing that second climb or the first climb. So you could probably have a bit of a rest, change the gravel bike and go through it for a faster through sector if you're just outside
Yeah.
the points.
Yeah.
But it was too late by the time I realised that.
What were the FPS?
Yeah, like there was definitely points right for FTS because the front guys were all racing for FAL for every segment, so they were pretty buggered.
Yeah.
Like obviously we weren't going to beat Marco, Brian or Josh, but 9th or 10th possibly could get.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that who's the Aussie guy that raced with ZW?
I forget his name.
Yeah, he did it. I think he changed because he came absolutely barreling up the climb.
Yeah, was it our one or was it the other one that I did? A New Zealand bro rider went flying past me like he was on a motorbike when he changed.
Yeah.
I think he had a dropout though, so he wasn't supposed to be racing against me. Yeah, I was trying to, John. What time did we get, Daz and John?
Oh, you did it last season. It worked for you, so up the other way.
Yeah, the other way is just a bit longer, but
Yeah.
looking back at it, it's like, well, the second lap didn't really go the way I thought it would, so. But I was so
Yeah.
buggered. There was no thinking going on that second lap. It was just, I want to get to the finish. And then the second day, I was like, why is this so hard? I thought it was supposed to be easier.
How was your second race?
Almost identical to the first one. I got points in the sprint, and then when
Yeah.
we went up that first KOM, had the aero, thought, here we go, and then got nowhere. Both times I was a second away from FTS, and if I'd actually sprinted like hell, I would have got some FTS, but I was in no state to do it. It was only afterwards that I think that I could actually do it. But I got, yeah, it was hell, both of them. And then I had to work hard because there was 8 in the group on the descent, and 4 of them had anvils and just disappeared. So I had to chase them back. Yeah, I saw. Did you have 4? Did you drop one, John? I'm gonna look at the results. I'm gonna check the results to see how we did.
Where do you text me? Just on the WTRL website?
Yep.
Yeah. The TTs usually come up pretty quickly because they don't have to do on your maths.
Last week it was terrible. It didn't show up for like a day and a half.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, that showed up in a day and a half, not 2 days.
Arrow, how fast did they go?
Oops, I pressed the WTRL, not
Only
the.
beat ZWC by 28 seconds. That's not amazing.
Bloody average, aren't they?
11.
Yeah, we got smashed. What was going on there?
Yeah.
Go on, guys, get back on your bike.
Yeah.
We averaged 4.23. I think. I mean, Masaka did 4.76 and they got 6th place.
How much do you reckon it cost us in that early on Feathers Fugit there? We had the problem.
Well, yeah.
Seconds.
So, team in 9th got it 136. We had 148, but then 8th is 123. So, I mean, we could have got 9th, but there's a big gap up to even Masaka. Masaka was smashing us before then anyway.
Yeah, you look at all the groups up the road and they've all got a high 4 rider in them. 4-2.
BL13, I'm not sure. Daz was in my chat. They do a lot of TT riding. New Zealand Bro do a lot of TT riding. ZWC do a lot of TT.
No, it was a good hit. And that was all I had in the tank, so that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, like, we lost a little bit in that, through the Oasis, but we're absolutely smashing ourselves.
The question is, how have all these teams got so good over the summer?
We don't have Josh.
It is very true.
If
Any of
we're,
the Northern Hemisphere teams, though, which wouldn't normally be competing with us in winter.
it could be it.
There is a couple more teams, but not a huge amount.
So if we insert Josh into our team, then our average might go up to, well, there's a
Yeah.
4.42 for BL13. I think we're competing with BL13 last season. So that's, yeah, you add Josh into the team, and then you add the other Josh into the team, and that makes a massive difference.
That's very, very true.
Again.
Yeah, for sure.
We,
Thanks, guys. Good hit
yeah,
out.
yeah, cheers. That was I enjoyed that. I was only a couple of times. I was like, "What are you doing, guys?" But we had a really good line going for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, best one we've done.
So what are you doing, Sean? Now are you staying in Sydney or what?
Yeah, at least until state champs, and then I'll be down. I'm guessing after between state champs and selections.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
see you boys.
So, yeah.
Okay, fellas.
Yeah.
See you later. Trying to keep rolling for a bit. How hot is it where you are, Jay? Is it cooled down?
Cool change came through about 5 o'clock. Pissed down with rain, and it was real muggy still, but then the real cool change blew through about 6. So it was still warm in the shed, humid in the shed, but with the fan on it was right. I was dripping with sweat after a couple of minutes, but I wasn't overheating, so
Do you have big double doors you can open up and get some ventilation in?
nah, because I'm in the back of the got a big shed, tractor shed, old car shed, whatever it was back in the day. And part of it's a tool shed, and I sectioned off the back bit into a little sweat box. And it's the bit that faces the sun in the afternoon. So it just gets hotter as the afternoon goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's only ventilation I can get is by leaving the shed door open.
I was quite happy. I'm staying at my mum's place, and it's a 3-bedroom apartment sort of set up, so it's always cool downstairs. Plus, it's got an air conditioner right next to my bike. Even then, I'm sweating my ass off, but I've got no excuses.
Yeah, I think I'll put a window in the back at some point when I can be bothered, just so I can open it up and have the breeze going straight through.
Has it cooled down, John?
It's only been a couple of times where it's been way too hot to go and do anything. Last couple of days, rejigging the setup, bought a new just running a computer monitor and Apple TV. So I bought a 32-inch TV and just hooked it up to the Apple TV instead so I could get some sound out of it. Yeah, so I built a new desk and put it in there, and a shelf beside me now so I can actually put things beside me. And so I spent a few days updating the paint cave.
You're becoming a real indoor rider.
Yeah, I don't go outside very often, so
I went and bought myself one of those Audi gaming desktops because it was half price basically, and I need to get a new desk. And so I was like, I don't want to spend $140, but then I looked online to see how much desks are, and I don't want to build one. So I wandered out an Audi and dragged it into the car.
nice.
What is it? A desk from Audi?
It's a gaming desk, so it's pretty sturdy. Because I haven't really got a desk at home. I just use a shitty desk, and so it's always uncomfortable sitting there. And of course, having a TV on there rather than a a monitor for the Zwift. Just takes up all the space. So I've been looking at getting a proper desk so that if Whitney wants to use the desk, she's not cramped in the corner.
Yeah, right. Right.
I've got the
Oh,
RGB.
yeah, our bike's in the garage with sort of just have a computer monitor on the end of the workbench.
You always have
And
whiskey.
then the, like
Sure.
facing sort of sideways to it, and then the bike just lines up with that beside the wall. So it works quite well.
Yeah, I do have ironing boards. I've got usually 2 ironing boards set up because they're fantastic because you can adjust the height. You can easily move them around.
Doesn't make it any less funny.
I still haven't got sponsorship either. It'd be like Peter Sagan with his shower head. I'll be holding my ironing board.
I've also got the music stand between the monitor and the bike, so I can sit the tablet there.
Well, like a proper music stand.
Yeah, you know, that's what everyone was doing before the whole cycling desk came out.
Very,
Yeah,
I
very.
think it's an Audi one as well.
That's a bit fancier than an ironing board.
It's like $30 from Audi, I think.
Yeah, to extend the desk outwards for to put the iPad on. So I had to move the bike
What do you
back further
What do
away
you
from
put in the
TV.
whiskey on, John?
Yeah.
I went from 23 inches to 32 inches of screen. So sitting literally on top of it wasn't really doing the job. So yeah, I had to build an extension onto the desk for the iPad. So it's all nice wood grain in here now. Just found all my bits of wood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where are you, Nathan? Are you in Tassie?
No, I'm in Canberra.
Ah, that's right. You're a camera.
I was just in Tassie for Christmas.
Yeah. You have to get Tristan out riding the bike, getting back into the team.
Is he back in town?
I'm pretty certain. I thought I saw him on a Strava ride in Canberra.
Yeah, he spent
Okay.
a couple of weeks. I just
Okay.
wanted some time to get back into it before he flogged himself
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd see.
he's probably got some fitness to get back.
Yeah, I'd see him do desperate spin class rides in random times.
Yeah, he was away for a fair while.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was ages.
Away. Yeah,
See you, John.
good luck with it. Yes, I have
Right.
4 days in Beachport. I robe next week, so that'll be nice. 5
Oh,
days, 4 nights.
Yep.
I've been through Robe. It's actually a really nice place. Are you doing camping or?
Yeah, we got because we bought the camper to go away last year. So I've got the camper van. So it just takes 20 minutes to set up and we're good to go. Got friends in Beachport, the next town down, who own the brewery there. So go and see them and have some beers.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, it is. Looks like it's going to be not too hot as well, so that'll be nice. Mid-20s. Some real nice beaches down there. Not that I don't have a really nice beach to live, but it's always nice to go to someone else's beach. It's beautiful in the water today. The northerly wind was making it fairly hot, so scooted down to the beach for a half-hour swim.
Lucky you, I was busy sweating my ass off sitting on the tram because I had to run to the tram because I was missing the last one. I got to the tram and sweated all the way to work.
Yeah,
We got all the-
suit.
Well, I had long sleeve shirt on and suit pants, and
Yeah.
the tram line you can either get the good ones or the old ones, and I had the old one,
Yeah.
where it's just blowing hot air under you. And then you get all the druggies getting on, and you all sort of cram together away from that druggie.
Yeah. No public transport.
Yeah, we've got all the Australian Open tourists at the moment, so it's quite funny watching them all get a bit confused about tapping on and tapping off. The tram rider getting cranky about 10 people all standing there to tap off.
Yeah. Still the worst system ever invented.
I think I read somewhere they're getting rid of it. I laugh at Whitney because I've got my Mikey on my phone, but she's got Apple, so she
Yeah.
can't have a Mikey on her phone. So she's forever trying to work out if she's got any money on her Mikey.
How could you get rid of it when you've spent so much money on it?
Probably another contractor's going to say, oh, we'll build something else for you for another few $1 billion.
Yeah. Yeah. So many systems around the world that work. And they wanted to reinvent the wheel. Good work, guys.
When I used to come to Melbourne, I liked it because you get on the tram and you could buy a ticket if you didn't have a ticket. Whereas I got really annoyed that you get on the tram and you're like, oh crap, I've got no money on my card. But then if I get a ticket instead to jump on, I'm screwed. Like, how am I supposed to know if I've got any money on the card till I jump on the tram? Because a lot of the stops don't have a ticket machine to check.
And how are you supposed to buy a ticket if you can't buy a ticket at every station?
Exactly.
Yeah, madness. Just get the Hong Kong system. Bring it here. It's so easy.
What do they do? Just don't pay? That's free.
No, that's Hong Kong. They will do the right thing. Otherwise, you may get shot. No, if you so there's card or there's coin. So tourists can just throw a couple of coins in the slot, and it opens up for you, and off you go.
Yeah,
If
that's
you're a regular, you've got a card that you swipe.
yeah. The other one I like the idea of is to make it all free.
Yeah,
Just not the CBD, because the problem with just having it free to CBD is every bloody man whose dog gets on for one stop.
yeah.
Right, I might leave you guys there. Thank you.
Yep, I should get going as well. I've done enough at 60 watts.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
We'll see you next week. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll be free again, I think, Joe, because I'm finishing at the same time. But I can always get on.
Yeah.
And only thing is, I'm worried that I'm going to get a client on the phone who's got a bloody really annoying issue, and I can't get him off. So
It happens. It happens.
yeah, if we don't get 6, I'll jump on. If we get 6, then I'll easily bow out.
I'm away, so I'm out for next week.
Oh, looks like I'm riding it.
I'll throw out another. Got to be one of these boys has got to be ready soon. Can't just be the same. 6 people every week. So we'll see who's free next week.
Yep.
All right, good work, boys.
Cheers.
Okay. Thanks. Well done. See ya.
Ah. All right, I'll drop it down to 40 watts. Oh, I need to turn the fan back on. Oh. I think we did pretty well. It's just that we haven't got Josh in the team. We missing that powerhouse. There is a good TT teams. Oh, now it's freezing after sweating. There's good TT teams in our competition. You don't get how to pedal so easy. It's easy. You just don't push hard, James. You got to watch Pritchard, the master at it. I think it's also because my trainer's not actually. I thought I had trainer on. Let's have a look. No, it's connected. Just doesn't feel like I've got any trainer. Maybe I've got a. Now I remember when I was being cheating bastard doing that test. There we go. That makes sense. I was like, I don't think I've got my trainer connected. It's not changing. That's what happens when you have to rush home. Not really get a warm up. Get everything set up a few minutes before the race. I can still pedal easily, like even on low difficulty. But when you get to the hills, you don't. start pushing harder. It was pretty interesting, James. I remember when we crossed the line, I looked up to see, well, what balance was in the minus just. I changed it to 350 watts after my last race. I was pushing pretty bloody hard that last kilometre and a half though. Not sure what it was before that. I think our team did a good TT. They're getting much better at lining it out. But I think we've got to then work on pushing harder on the turns, because we were not, I was trying to build this about to 50 kilometres an hour on my turn. But it's just a matter of getting people to do TTTs more, so they can recover a bit more in the draft and push harder in their turns. That's good. I'm glad I was doing hard turns. I think that's the big difference. I don't know, the teams are pretty strong though, so I don't think we're going to make up 40 or 50 seconds. Not without Josh, but he's in the other aero team now, so we need Josh bloody Wilson in our team. Adding to the drama of the stream, James. Taking a leaf out of Peter's book. I should have said, I can't. Yeah, we did a practice TT on Thursday with slightly different riders. It wasn't the full, but we had Jay, Nathan, Schultz, Nick, I think, and then two other, or maybe we had someone else. Hope they're not watching the stream. And so there was a few gaps sometimes, and from then I was trying to leave the gaps when we were doing the practice TTT just to see how they'd go. But yeah, this time, but okay, I've got to close those gaps because I think I recover a bit better in the draft than the others at the moment, because they're still not quite able to slipstream and get that recovery in. There's still a little bit of kicking and then not doing anything, and then kicking and then not doing anything. Poor old Mark screwed himself when he eased up way too much and had to sprint like hell to get back on. We did lose a little bit then, but it wasn't enough to make a big difference in moving a lot further up the field. It did make me laugh at the time, so it was entertaining at least. Yeah, it was interesting because sometimes I don't usually lose the draft, but when there was that gap and I had to fall back and then just sit and slowly pull it back, and I was only getting 22 watts of draft. I didn't want to say slow up at the front, but I was struggling. I was very glad when I saw that draft meter pop back up again. As soon as it got back up to 100, I was relieved. It's a lot easier when you're at the back and you lose a draft just to kick, when you've got to make sure you don't drop two other riders. They already were struggling before that too, so it wasn't like I could just say, kick like now, you bastards. I've got to read Piglet's message. He talked about what we're going to do for our ride. My guess is we're going to start hard. We're going to get to the climb and go harder. We get to the descent and go harder again. When we get to the desert, we'll go harder. When we get to the next climb, we'll go even harder. Then we'll go hard to the finish. Yeah. When do you where are you going? Mallorca, or I know you're going to, or Canary Islands. I keep forgetting. When do you fly out? You must be going shortly. You said it was the middle of the month. It's now the 17th. I am. I was going to get off, but then I chatting to James. James is doing stuff much more amazing than I am. He's going to is it the Ineos camp, James? We've told you before, I'm pretty certain, John, because we talked about boating. So basically, James is going to camp in somewhere Wednesday morning to Mallorca. The big test is on, so he's resting the legs. What power are you do you hope to get? Yeah, for the Ineos America's Cup team. So what happened? You applied and then they make a selection and they fly you out. Do you have to pay for accommodation, or is it all covered? So the worst case scenario is you get a good holiday. Well, sort of a holiday after the selection. Is it like Love Island? Are they going to make a TV series? Get my popcorn out. And then I'll start yelling and ranting about it when you don't get picked. Say that it's rigged. They don't choose the youngsters. Hopefully there's no getting water bottles from a car, James, as you're riding. Oh, I've hit 1,000 kilojoules. Got to get my drive meter out of the way. You guys can't see me moving around, but I'm trying to see. Have you noticed that the WTRL website's always got different power to what Zwift power's got? It's always lower. Why is that? Shows me as 4.2 average, but I bet if I go to Zwift power, it'll be like 4.4, 4.5. I know it's rounding, but there's not that much difference. Yeah, I was trying like hell to catch up, John. I was like, if we can just get a little draft here. We had bloody Masaka chasing us down. Usually they do really, really well and really badly. Like they do really well on the climbing bit and really badly on the flat, but they smash the whole thing. Yeah, I knew that it was going to be much harder to close once we got near the end. I was hoping we'd get the draft just as we we're going up that climb out of the tunnel. It's kind of annoying for you though if we did catch, because then you'd technically have to ease, but it's so damn close to the finish. So it's kind of good we didn't catch you. Would have been good if we got some draft over the line. What is it? I think we needed 10 more seconds to go up a spot, so the draft wouldn't have gained us 10 seconds anyway. Rather annoyingly, there was only 1 second between 9th and 10th, so if we were 12.2 seconds faster, we would have got up into 9th. Yeah, but did they believe you, John? You surely wouldn't do that because you'd run out of riders. I tell Kyle all the time that if he doesn't do it, he has to ride even more. Telling him that he doesn't get to ride next time is just an incentive not to do it. Time's at 8:50. I better stop with my slow bicycle TT. Go and say hello to Whitney. I've actually spoken to her for about 2 seconds since I got home from work. Yeah, I was going to say, James, surely that's not right, not now, right? Every week it's always, all right, team selection, and then the very first thing, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. About the only person who does say yes all the time is Gunner. Oh, Piglet does say yes too, but Gunner's always very disappointed when we don't do the TTT. Alright, how many kilometres have I done? What am I on? I'll go to 43. I'm smashing you, James. I'm on level 58. I'll be on level 59 soon. I'm running out of music too. I've got to work out why is my music not on repeat? Where is the setting for repeat? Maybe shuffle. Oh, this is a bit extreme for the ending of that one's a bit better. Oh, you don't even have the fire socks, James. Noob. Will you get the Ineos kit? Surely you can ask for the Ineos kit if you go on the training camp. What a flex that would be. Or is the Ineos kit pretty much everyone can get if they do the Ineos rides? I don't think I've actually seen the pro team kits. I didn't do those rides. John, too busy drinking that whiskey, aren't you? This music is definitely too upbeat for this riding. That's better. Alright, I gotta go. I'm going to decide when I'm home for dinner. I think Whitney's doing classes. I'll go across to Coles. Don't think you know what Coles are, James. John does. Sainsbury's, I suppose, in England. Have a good night, all. I'll see you. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow morning. I'll see if I get up in time. Otherwise, I'm away this Saturday. I'm not doing the tiny races. I'm in Ballarat. Oh, Peter. Hello. You've been lurking in the background. I seen you tried to where you rode without the light behind you, Peter. You need a lamp. Anyway, I better go, even if Peter's here. I'll be here for hours of chatting to Peter too. Well, you have to go back and watch it all, Peter, at 0.05 times. Okay? See ya.